What's up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime here, aka Zachamus Prime, with another Transformers third party review. And actually, instead of a review, this is more of a. Okay, so I reviewed this guy already. This is the Newage kit, right? Well, I also got all of them. Yeah, so I got all of them. And they're all essentially the same figure, more or less. This guy's more different than the rest, but I got all of them. So, this one's Kit. This one is Murphy. This one's Murphy, named after my favorite character from the Dresden Files. This one is Black Rain. You would think that this guy would be Black Rain because he's got black all over him, but whatevs. And this guy is Maverick. And this guy is Harry, probably a reference to Dirty Harry. But I am just going to call them by their names. Well, you know, their official names. I mean, yeah. But anyhow, so here's all five of the Fair Lady Car Bros all stuck together, and this is a good looking set. I like this mold a lot, as you can tell. So first and foremost, I want to state that these figures are literally repaints. They've got the same head sculpt, they've got the same weapons, they've got the same everything except for this guy has got a blinker bar and this guy don't. And that is it. Oh yeah, and the colors. These guys here are mostly the same. They've got the same head sculpt. This guy is coated in this really nice silver paint. And this guy here is more anime accurate. Of course, Blue Streak has had a sordid past in that he was the Diaclone Blue Streak where he was actually blue. And then they released the toy for the Transformers that was silver. But on the show, he looked like this. So he's got a lot of stuff. Anyhow, so this guy, these two have the same head sculpt. It is different. Let me move this out of the way. Get a good look at that head sculpt. It's a little different. His little crest is different. His face looks a bit different. His face sculpt may actually be the same face sculpt. I don't know. Anyhow, this guy comes with these little low profile shoulder cannons. This guy comes with standard shoulder cannons. So and then this guy here, Maverick, he's the one that's different. So he's got new shoulder cannons. These are specific for Smokescreen. His head sculpt is completely new. It's actually really good looking. He's got the Jay Leno chin going on, and I guess that's the most important thing. His wheels are up on top of his shoulders instead of behind them like all the other ones. That's accurate. Plus, he comes with this different molding here for this, arrow skirt that goes around that. And so there's a few differences for this guy. So this is the one that I'm going to actually focus on for this review because it actually affects his transformation slightly. Also interesting to point out, all of these guys have the same gun. This guy's got it in light gray. This guy's got it in dark gray. This guy's got it in silver. And they're all the same. Except this guy's got a different gun because it doesn't have the little thing on it. It's a little thing. That thing. But posability on these guys is all the same as Kit. They just all look really great. Anyhow, so let's get this guy transformed up. I'm going to go over the posability on him actually because it's a little different as well. So his head is on a ball joint, just like before. Looks up a lot. Down, not really much at all. Move side to side just fine. The paintwork on these is still really good. This guy's got not only the masked painting, but he's got some good tampos like this 38 here. He's got a little one that comes onto the hood. Really good use of plastic colors and paint colors. They mix those around to get the best effect that they can. And sometimes you can't tell. Like, pretty certain this is a piece of red plastic, but I'll be damned if that doesn't look like it's blue plastic. Maybe this bumper part is a piece of blue plastic and it's on top of a piece of red. I don't know. Anyhow, his shoulder articulation is a bit different. These things are supposed to clip in, but they don't really clip in super solidly. But I'm going to overlook that because Smokescreen is my favorite car bro. He's the only car bro I had when I was a kid, so I've got that rose tinted, favorite car bro cred going on. So his shoulders will move up that much solely due to that transformation joint. They can't really move out because this wheel is just super in the way. His shoulder will move forward and around just fine. Be careful when you're moving it forward because of course it really wants to move at this transformation hinge instead of the actual shoulder. He does have the same double joint there. This ball joint will provide a rotation. Again, this thing is supposed to clip in. You can see that clip in there. It's not really a clip. I don't know. It's not really a clip. It's more of just a peg. But it doesn't peg very solidly, which is, it's the only difference that they made for this mold, and it's kind of a bummer that it doesn't really work well. This arm doesn't work real well. This arm actually kind of works the way it's supposed to. So maybe I'll just focus on that one. Gosh. So he's got that bicep swivel like I mentioned. No wrist swivel here, but he can. That's a transformation joint right there. Waist joint, just the same. Ab crunch, dedicated. That's cool. Ball joint, forwards that much, backwards that much, outwards all the way. Thigh swivel here, knee joint here, transformation joint here if you need to get a deeper bend. Ball joint on the foot / car back. And then this little thing is on transformation joint. We'll move around. Getting him transformed up is largely the same as the other one. There are one major difference, and that's in his arms. So we're going to flip these up, put those back, go like this, unclip this. And then to transform these, the way these other ones worked is you took this and you put it in like that, kind of, right? But because this is different, if you put it in like that, it goes like so. So you have to take and bend this joint all the way back and then take this and rotate it all the way in, like so. Let me show you that on the other one. So you're going to rotate this joint like before, and then you're going to bend this at the elbow like so. And then it's going to transform pretty much like the other one at that point. Those will still clip in fact, even to the same little spot. Rotate this waist. Put his legs down. Collapse these in. Collapse in. Clip those together. Put this in. These little pegs are going to clip into those little slots right there. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. Fold these in. And there he is in his car mode. God, that just looks really great to me. But I have the, it's in storage. I've got the Masterpiece Smokescreen. It's in storage, but I kind of wish I had dredged it out so that I could just kind of compare it with this The blue and the white and the red just all come together really, really well. And it's really interesting because there's basically, so this is blue plastic and that's blue plastic and that's red plastic that's painted blue. But like you cannot hardly tell. Like their paint matching is excellent. And it's the same with these other guys as well. Like, you know, some of these panels are gray plastic and some of them are black plastic. You know, this guy, his windows, his window frames kind of stick out a little bit, but it's not a big problem. This guy's fairly easy. He's mostly all white plastic. Actually, I don't think he's got any black plastic on him except for, you know, for the outer shell. I don't think any of this is black plastic. This guy's got mixes of colors as well. Well, no, maybe he doesn't. I lied. But just a bunch of really good looking figures, really good looking cars. I'm super impressed with these. That does sit properly. I know it does. His head sticks out a little bit, and there's no way to put that in because, as you can see, these joints here interfere with where his head would go normally. But that clearance is just barely enough to let him still roll properly without scuffing it all up. Fantastic cars. If you need the Car Brothers in your collection, and why wouldn't you? At the very least, you're going to need Prowl because he's a prominent character both in the cartoon and in the comics. But if you need the Car Brothers, I definitely recommend looking up Newage. They are just top notch. Newage is just killing it, man. Like, absolutely. Anyhow, that's pretty much my review here for all of the Car Brothers. Again, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya.